Welcome back, survivors. I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return to Carnivores Triplex Mars Engine Edition. So last episode, we just kind of showed off that it does actually work for me, the Mars Edition engine, with this mod. However, I don't think a lot of, like, the special edition still doesn't, so what I want to do is try to go after these variant guys for an episode. And next episode, just so that way I can make sure, like, the game won't crash, we're going to go into observer mode with high density and try to show off any variants or special animals we don't see on this outing. I don't think you have to select anything really special to trigger them, but we're going to try to go after the Stegosaurus and the Allura Titan to show off the couple of variants they have right now in the Mars Edition engine. We saw the Allura got a few, but I don't know if the other animals have as well or not. It didn't look like the vekisaurus did, so it could just be maybe those two and that one. But we'll take all the weapons, we'll still try to get a few trophies to show them off in the room, if it actually lets us, because again, we had a crash there. It's just a lot of hit and miss, and I wasn't sure if I should cover the mod or not, but I figure, you know what? Let's just try it anyway and see. And with everything selected, let's hop in and get right to this hunt and quit the dilly-dally. Okay, so you guys kind of probably jumped in on that where we were like in the middle of fighting for our frickin' life here. So yeah, 3 Allura as soon as I drop in. And this is on default density. So, oh, hang on. Okay, there we go. We've got the full HUD back. My bad. I keep forgetting that with, like, having to do the game capture stuff, but, hopefully we'll have a little bit breathing room. And we'll head up and try to go after some of the other animals now. The one's probably less likely to go ripping my throat out if they get close. But it seems like the Allura have been a little bit dialed back in their health pool for the Mars Edition engine. Either that or the Spas has been hitting a mortal zone all the time. Maybe because they are, again, they might spawn more frequently in this edition. I'm not sure. It just seems like they've been the most common threat actually the only threat I think we've really come across so far. There should be a couple of others, but they might be a little harder to come across. Okay, and it looks like we'll have something a little bit to the northeast. Okay, just a dryosaurus out there. And yeah, I think one of the things is I don't know how well these videos are going to be visually, because what I'm seeing, like, as I'm playing compared to what you guys are probably going to see in the recordings are probably going to be quite a bit different for, like, quality-wise. The recordings have a harder time distinguishing between a lot of the pixelation that the older games, like this, often kind of have to them for their graphics. I mean, this is probably not news to a lot of people already watching, because they've probably seen Carnivores content on YouTube and seen that, depending on things, it's not really the best looking at times. Ah, shoot, I was kind of hoping I would have gotten that. Although, we did get something scared off down towards the east. Well, yeah, I guess I would say scared off, because it's not like it's getting out of there anytime soon, I'd imagine. Okay, a couple of dryosaurus, but they're not what's down there, or up there. Oh, looks like a little Stegosaurus, perhaps. Oh, no. Actually, no, I'm not. Okay, there is something back here. Oh! I'm actually not sure what that is, but it actually is on radar. So we'll have to go into a new hunt and try to locate that. That's interesting. Okay, so we're dropped into a new hunt. Okay. A lot of stuff up to the north of us. So I guess we'll start going that way to see. So it looks like there are 3 things. So that explains why the radar is as densely packed as it is with, like, things on it. Okay, so we got a Stegosaurus. We got a Fabrosaurus, but those... Oh, and it looks like an Alioramus. There we go. Yeah, again, as soon as I take down an animal and that little trophy plaque comes up to tell you about it, performance just tanks hard. But it looks like we got this... Maybe we can keep this Stegosaurus kind of sectioned up here. There we go. Okay, and yeah, again, tank the performance a little bit. But we've also got something else a bit to the north. This might be another one of those little guys that just took us down last hunt, so let's see if we can get a visual on it. Okay. Oh, no. Actually, so it looks like the Stegosaurus can travel in little herds. That was just the snake lizard. Okay. I kind of want to... Oh, like, I'm looking at the map. There's a huge cluster of them off to the west, so I don't know if I should go after that. I'm kind of tempted to. But maybe I'll start with just trying to get this, Allure Titan. And then we'll go from there. But the radar seems to be set up somehow to pick up on, like, the ambient animals, as well as what you have selected from the radar. Or, from the roster, sorry. The radar is always on, duh. So I don't know how they managed that. Because that was something, the special edition of... Ah, crap. Should have waited till I was further up the hill. Ah, yeah, it's probably going to get out of visual range for us to take down. Shoot. I was hoping we got a couple of shots off, but I don't think we quite... Actually, I'm not sure if we did get to connect or not, because the lever action rifle is a little less accurate than the hunting rifle, so it's a little... Might be a little harder to make sure our shots did place as we want them to. Well, we'll try getting up over there and taking a look to see what... Oh, well... Ah, we recognize that out there, so might as well address it now. There we go. I think that was actually the mortal zone hit. Either that or it only takes 2 shots from the hunting rifle to put them down now. It could be that because of how well, like, the SPAS 12 has been performing against them. They might have been softened up so they're a little less punishing given how frequently you may come across them in the mod. No, just a dryosaurus. Again, I want to try to find whatever that little guy that came after us was. Oh. So that's actually a very interesting new ambient animal. It's a pterosaur that is aggressive. But I don't know if I like the animations on it. Okay, we're dropped in again. Okay, there's a couple of things. Oh, just a couple of Stegosaurus. Yeah, so that was one that British bloke mentioned that he actually encountered himself, is that orange pterosaur, but I think the animations on it are going to make it too difficult to actually, like, deal with. Oh, shoot, did I actually just... I actually landed that far shot. Nice. But anyway, back to that orange pterosaur that took us down. I feel like the animations that have it going so far up and down for its flight pattern are going to make that a little too tricky unless it's slower moving to, like, actually be taken down, or make it so it's super fragile. I still have to try and see if I can connect shots to it to know, like, what its HP is going to be like. But it feels like you almost need a automatic weapon to try to keep up with how the animation plays, with how vertical it moves. Like, if we can try to spot another one, and maybe we'll even try to do that in the observer mode better next episode. We'll try to see how much range it really has for, like, its just generic movements. Oh, there's another ambient. You just might have caught the name. A juvenile Labrosaurus. Oh, there you are. So yeah, the Labrosaurus is actually right on the hunt roster as an animal you can go after, as we saw episode 12, or just before we did the Mars Edition stuff. But they included a juvenile version that's a danger out on the map. A little more timid than I think the adult, because that one just went running off. So it is nice to see there might be a little bit of a behavioral shift on that species, where when they're fully grown, they're aggressive and will come right at you, but the juvenile forms might run off and be a little bit more cowardly if they, like, are shot at or they pick you up. And then there's some things way up north I want to go check too there. But yeah, the Mars Edition engine, I can see, I'd probably say it would be a good idea to keep developing this version of the mod. It's just a shame that we don't really know how to, have the Mars Edition running smoothly across everything for people. Uh-oh. Oh, you... Do you get aggressive? I think you actually do. Okay, I'm going to just keep running. Yeah, I think it is actually aggressive towards me right now. Yeah, that seems to be a definitive it's coming our way or trying to. So I think I'm going to actually have to put this down, or it's going to put me down. Okay, well, we'll take care of that. Yeah, it got us. So the Argentinosaurus can be aggressive, but it seems like they take an awful lot to try putting down. Okay, we're loaded in again. I'm just going to see if I can try getting this Allure Titan down quick. Ah, shoot, I thought I'd try, because we still don't exactly have any animals for the trophy room because of all the times I've been dying. But the only thing I have a bit of an issue with the sauropod is because there's not like a, they don't get leashed, is probably the term for it. So what leashing is, it's usually, I think MMOs kind of show it off a bit more, but it's a thing in a lot of games where it's basically an enemy NPC will get aggressive at you, but if you go a certain range further than where they are like currently located or their spawn area, it's almost like they're tied to a leash. And once you go beyond it, they just kind of go back to their spot again. I'm kind of familiar with it in MMOs, it might be in other games too, but I feel like you need to try to implement a leashing behavior for sauropods in carnivores, if you're going to have them like as an aggressive thing. Just because you don't want to spend an entire hunt at accidentally making one aggressive, and it tracks you across the entire freaking map. Because that is what the behavior will do. Oh, thought I heard something else there a moment. Like, it's not really a joke to say that they will be ruthless and just constantly trying going after you. As soon as an animal is set to aggressive to you, you could teleport across the map. They still will probably know exactly where you are, and slowly will run their way across to try to reach you. It's one of the things that can make it a little bit difficult at times to play carnivores. Okay, that's actually, Are you? What's... I don't know if that is... Oh, hang on. Okay, there are a number of things over there. I was just looking, because there should be something we can see. Like a radar animal. Oh, actually, I think up behind them... Okay, there's a stegosaurus back there, which is one of the things. Oh, there's another one there. Yeah, so this will spook everything that's there off from the looks of it. I'm kind of glad they're doing that, just that way I can have a chance to see and take down some of these things. No, there's an Alioramus. Yeah, the trees are a little problematic. Oh, there we go. Okay, there's that down. And let me check. Okay, nothing's coming in. We've got... There's another juvenile Labrosaurus. Actually, it looks like there might be a couple of them up there. Nope. Oh, I love how accurate having a rifle is so early in a Carnivores mod. Like, that Stegosaurus shot was a pretty good one, as it was just leaving render range. Okay, so what we've got left are a bit further out. And there we go, we got a performance back because the trophy plaques are gone. I don't know if they're maybe trying to come up multiple times, or... Okay, what are these doing? And there is a little bit of that weird weapon bug where if you run out of ammo with a weapon and then you try to put it away, it'll pull out a random weapon instead. Okay, so it's just two more up here, and then we'll head to the trophy room and take a look at these guys better. But yeah, we got them really squeezed into... Oh, it looks like an Allura Titan, so... Okay, one of those is that little aggressive guy we had seen before. It's just that I don't know if I can get him provoked out of there. Yeah, I gotta reload that. Okay, now I'm going to put that away because the weapon's swaying quite a bit now. I thought I saw it, or saw the name for a moment. Okay, I'm going to get a bit closer. Yeah, I don't want to get too much closer than this, because that little guy... Okay, there's that one down. I think it's that one. That one right there. Yeah, here he comes. Okay, that's the one we want, and let me just wait for the plaque to... Oh, plaque's not going to cycle. Whatever you are. The rest there, we just... I guess we'll leave them kind of run around their little circles. Okay, let's go to the trophy room and see if we can figure out what our mystery assailant here is. Okay, so we're back in the trophy room. We've had the usual ones here. There's one of our Stegosaurus. I can't really tell... See, I don't want to bring the trophy plaques up because I feel like they might be one of the reasons we crashed. Those might be the same looking Stegosaurus as each other. And we've got the young Labrosaurus. You can see it's... I find it kind of strange. The young ones... I'm trying to remember. I can't remember if it was as bright a red on the base ones too or not. I think it was. It's just that the body wasn't quite as dark to bring it out more. I think they were more grayish color. So I think the more black kind of contrast is why that crest brings out more. But yeah, so these are an ambient version of just the Labrosaurus. A lot more cowardly than the big guys, but that makes sense with them not quite being fully mature. And then we got one of the Allura Titans. I think this is actually the variant we might not have seen, because I think the banding was a little bit different on the other one that we had seen in, like, last week's episodes. But yeah, it's nice to see that there's quite a bit already being done on the Mars Edition engine. It's just a little quirky if it does want to operate right or not. So, like, at any moment, this might crash me out as I'm talking with you guys to finish us off, but I am going to end the series next episode properly, just go on observer mode, try to see some of the ambience. Oh, wait a minute. Where is the aggressive? He's not in here. So he's an aggressive ambience, but he's not actually one you get points from. That's a bit unique. I don't think we actually have had that in... We didn't have anything like that in the special edition, I'm fairly sure. I think if anything that could kill you did, it was registered as like a trophy animal you could bring back here. So that's interesting now. But yeah, we've still got one ambient animal to look at a bit better, which we got killed by, which was the pterosaur. So hopefully observer mode will let us do that, and high density, we'll see if the game can even run, considering what default was for these past two. But thank you guys for joining me on this episode of Carnivores Triplex. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a like, and if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, be sure in the comments right down below. And until I see you in the next video, survivors, please remember, as always, to take care and stay alive.